Hi there, it's Phil from Phil on Gold. You won't be seeing much of my ugly face, so that's one good thing. You're in my polishing area, which is a bit yucky, because that's what polishing areas are. The first thing I'm going to do is something that I wouldn't normally do, but just for the camera to show you. This is the polishing mop, okay? This one is the coarse one, and that helps to take all the tiny little scratches out via some stuff which I'll put on it in a minute. But I'm going to dress this wheel a little bit to try and make it a bit nicer. And I'm going to use this. All it is a piece of ply with loads of screws screwed in it. And you use it like that very carefully. Everything around a polishing mop area needs to be done very, very carefully. No dangly bits, no, that's why I haven't got my apron on. Nothing that could catch in here because it whizzes around at goodness knows what speed and it can cause damage. So I'm going to switch the machine on, it'll hum, and I'm going to dress this up a bit. I don't know if you can see, I'm presenting the needles, the ends of these screws, in this fashion. Never like that or like that, because it will catch. You can see there's a few bits of, but it's come a lot fluffier now. So what I will do is I will put some of this stuff on it. It used to be called Tripoli, but this is the modern version. So you only need a little bit. It's a fallacy that you need to cover this stuff in clacky stuff. You don't. Just a little. You see the colour changes. I always do the sides. And again, excuse me, I'm presenting it, the polish, and in a minute the bangle and the torque in that action. Never up, because it will snatch it out of your hand. So the first thing I'm going to do is polish up this edge here. It's not rough at all because we've been round it with the buffing stick, if you remember. So I'll just try and talk you through it. So I'm just going to I am applying a little bit of pressure. I've never tried to stop this motor. I don't think it's a good idea, but it is quite strong. I want to get into here. Okay, so that's nice and smooth now. Do the other side. Bit too much pressure there. This whole system is years old, probably 10 or more, and maybe I need to buy a new one of these polishing motor. Now I'm going to redress this bit here a little bit. The idea is use a little and often. Now, this is not a normal setup, but this is the way I like it. All this here is fabric, okay? It looks very Heath Robinson because it is very Heath Robinson, but it works fantastically for me. The reason I do it like this is if this thing or something else, a ring, whatever, gets flicked out of your hand, it's going to go and hit this. Not a piece of metal or a piece of wood or something solid, because it will bend it. I have had occasions where things have been ripped out my hand because I've been careless or clumsy or not paying attention properly, and it maybe just bent it a little bit. But I have seen them where they've been caught by the wheel or something and flicked across the room, hit a wall and completely smashed the piece. I don't like that. So this is why I designed and made this, okay? Right, so I'm going to do this face side now, not too much. Okay, that's once round. I don't even want to demonstrate what it looks like having it snatched out of your hand, because it is horrible. Okay, and then just a little bit more. Very, very lightly this time, because I don't want to get rid of the lovely texture I've made. Okay, that's a lot nicer. So, now we're going to work on the torque. I'm going to dress this up a bit. Okay, this is where you have to be double careful. If I put this into here like that and it catches this, it will try and rip it out of my hand. So you have to be very careful. If I'm going to do this bit, I need to present it downwards. Right? I can also protect that with my hand, but I'm pretty experienced at this. So I'm just doing the very ends. Okay, so now we're going to do the edges like we did with the bangle. This is where you have to be careful. If you have both of the bits, placing them off at the same time. It's getting really hot now. I can't emphasize enough how careful you need to be around these machines. Okay. I'm just going to put a little bit more compound on. Again, as I say, a little bit and often. Okay. Now, this texture goes this way. So I'm going to allow the mop to go down the texturing mark. Again, I'm being very careful not to present that side to the wheel too much. And I'm only just pressing very, very gently. Okay, looking good. Right, so I'm just feeling it all over. A little bit in there, I could do with a bit more. Okay. Okay, now I'm going to, I don't know if my lovely wife can follow me down here, but there's a little bit of stuff in here which I just want to use to get rid of the most of the polishy bit. Also helps to polish my fingers up a bit. Clean them up. Okay. Use a rag. It's a dirty old job is polishing. Okay, so that now will go into the ultrasonic. This is warming up a little bit. I'm just going to clean the inside of the bangle. See if we can get it Looking a bit more presentable. Yes, I did say presentable. Okay. The reason I'm cleaning off part of the dirt with this solution, by the way, the solution in here, I don't know if my wife could get it, but the solution in that little pot is exactly the same as the solution in the ultrasonic, except that's filthy and this is a little bit cleaner. Okay, so I think we'll just stop there and let this warm up a little bit and I'll come back. So we'll be back in a sec. Cheers.
I must have already.
Has it stopped?
No.
Huh?
I can't get it to stop.